difference between IPv4 and IPv6. So basically, we can really put only 1 billion nodes around the world, while with IPv6 we can go for multi-billion networks. Matter of fact, the address space is fundamental. So I know in this room, not a single one of you has an IPv4 address, because they're used only for the big servers, which means that you don't exist on the internet because you don't have single identity. And that single identity is fundamental for blockchain, because you need to connect these things directly between to each other. As Craig says always, IP to IP, which means a source IP address and the destination IP address. And this is possible only with the IPv6. In IPv6, if we deploy 10 million IPv6 addresses per second, in order to deplete it, it will take us 58,000 years to use the total address space. But then you have a formidable internet running, and nobody can destroy it. So the approach is, in terms of scaling, is very important. Next thing is, it will have to be easy to use, so people don't need to do anything. So auto configuration is important, which is not the case today. So it's fairly complex and so on. Although IPv4 is a beauty as a protocol, one of the best in the world. So IPv6 is a beauty surgery as such, but in a very large scale. And the second one is we are still using broadcast. And broadcast is very bad for wireless, because the wireless spectrum is very expensive, and broadcast eats half of it just to get the messages over. So we have to move to multicast, and that will be the case also for blockchain and for all kinds of applications. So the first killer application was basically the wireless, as I mentioned earlier on. And then we have also always-on privacy and security. So in IPv4, we don't have a privacy protocol, while in IPv6 we have it. And this will be fundamental also for large-scale applications like blockchain. So recently, Europol has asked for the Europeans not to use, I'm not going to go into these details because I have only 20 minutes, most probably have already consumed most of it, is that we should not use network address translation, because that's what they are using today. So this is cutting basically the end-to-end concept. And in some places, you can find 2,000 people using the same IP address. So if somebody is criminal, then most probably the police is going to pick up the wrong guy. Otherwise, they have to collect all these 10,000 guys in order to find the right guy. Yeah, so it's very, very important to have that single identity as such.